Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Starting YouTube as a schizophrenic autistic at 25. What has it taught me? That's what this video is about. Well, I've noticed that it's hard. No, wait a second. It's harder. Just the mere sitting down and looking at the camera is a hassle. And just being here, just sitting still alone is like, because I have a little ADHD also, so just staying here with thoughts roaming in your head. Although I would commend YouTube because it does keep you occupied, so the amount of times that things are in your head aren't as much as when you're not doing anything. While doing these videos, I have to be dealing with intrusive thoughts at every second and every turn. There's no second that goes by without me entertaining an intrusive thought. Sometimes the intrusive thought make me stammer a lot, but I'm going to do this regardless of whether I stammer or not. Well, not to talk of intrusive thoughts, talking of conversations I'm having with nobody, that's another no-brainer because I'm schizophrenic, so it is kind of normal to be having conversations with nobody. My schizophrenia kind of fluctuates. There are days where it's good and there are some days where it's bad. There are some days where I feel normal because I know what normal feels like, because from when I was 1 year old or born to 22, I wasn't schizophrenic. So there are days where I feel like I'm not schizophrenic, and there's some days where I feel like I am both schizophrenic and autistic. So that's just about that. So if I were to rate this, I would rate this a 3 out of 10 because it's not just hard on the normal level, it's harder. So I rate this a 3 out of 10. I also have to say that what that's taught me is that making YouTube videos is boring. Maybe it's because I haven't started making any incentives yet from YouTube. I haven't started earning any money from YouTube. But right now, YouTube is as boring as it can be. I don't know how to tell you this, but coming up with video ideas is not even the hard part. Doing the videos is not even the hard part, but just watching the videos, I'm like, is anybody going to watch this video? Because it's boring. I'm talking about schizophrenic people. I'm talking about a mental health situation, and I'm just worried that not many people are interested in watching such videos. So they might actually go into the abyss or oblivion and into the dark hole of YouTube, and nobody is going to watch my videos. So that's a worry of mine. And to say the least, it's boring because maybe I haven't started getting money. I've always thought about that, like maybe to become interesting now when I start earning, and I'm looking forward to it seriously. I would say I have no amusement whatsoever from making these videos. This is not amusing to me at all. This is not interesting. I'd rather be coloring or doing art and craft. In the psychiatry where I was, we were given coloring books and coloring pens, and that's what I did, and that was so interesting. But you know, I have to do YouTube now with the little strength that I've gathered and with the little recovery that I've had, and that is what I'm doing now. So I better get into it and find it interesting if I want to actually make any waves. And let me not forget, I'm doing this for an awareness to be on schizophrenia and autism. I'm doing it for schizophrenia and autism awareness. I suspect I'm not having fun because I'm not making money yet from YouTube. I'm just a small creator. I'll rate this one a 5 out of 10. What I've learned from YouTube, it keeps me occupied. When I feel maybe down or when I have an intrusive thought, I just record a video instead, and that's helped me a lot. But the issue is that memorizing pointers that I have to talk about on videos It's hard. Sometimes I just go off my pointers. The pointers, things I want to talk about, I forget them, and then I have to just talk from the heart. And sometimes it makes the video kind of look bad because I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, who am I cutting across to when I'm stammering and slobbering everywhere? Like, I can't even get our words right. So I'm just like, ugh. But it does keep me occupied. So that's something that I've taken on a positive note. And I'll rate that a 7 out of 10. What YouTube has taught me as a schizophrenic, autistic YouTuber is that it doesn't matter what disability you have or what mental disorder you have, you can do YouTube. Um, I've been watching several videos of people of different spectrum doing YouTube. I've seen a schizophrenic do YouTube. I've seen an old woman do YouTube. I've also seen an old man do YouTube. I've seen several people, even normal or neurodivergent. I've seen someone with ADHD doing YouTube, and it's not so much different from me because I'm not going to categorize myself any lesser than anyone. So doing YouTube is going to grow on me, I assure you, and I assure myself because I'm not doing anything. Like before I started this video, I didn't want to get out of bed to do this video, but I was like, if I skip one day, then I'm just going to end up skipping multiple days. So I decided now I'm going to take this video, and that's how I'm taking the video right now. So thankfully that's what is happening right now with me. Just figuring it out one day at a time, how I'm going to be doing YouTube as a schizophrenic at 25 years old. It has really given my mind less time to roam free. Like being occupied on YouTube, like my former point from before, I'll rate this on a 7 out of 10 because it's high up there because now I have to think of my YouTube. I have to think of my notes that I've written down. I have to think of all these things rather than thinking of intrusive thoughts. So I'll rate this a 7 out of 10 because that is definitely what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to take my mind off things, and that is exactly what YouTube has been for me these past few months. Because I think it's not been 2 months that I started YouTube, but this past few months, YouTube has been that for me. And if there's nothing to take my mind off anything, it's YouTube. Like YouTube is there for me. So I've noticed that everybody can do YouTube, anybody at all, and anybody can also succeed on YouTube. It doesn't happen. It doesn't, irrespective of whatever like you are or where you're from, you can do YouTube. Even though you even stammer sometimes in your videos, you can still be getting watch hours. You can be getting views from people who appreciate you for even doing the videos in the first place. So I'm not going to be discouraged by slobbering. And anytime I do a great video, I'm going to celebrate with myself. And anytime I don't do as well, I'm going to try myself to edit as much as I can out of the videos and make them as watchable as possible. So what has YouTube taught me as a schizophrenic? It has taught me that several people that are having mental disorders, neurodivergent and neurotypical people, they're not so much on YouTube. I've been trying to check for as many as 5, but I have always stumbled at not finding as many as that. I'm only seeing clinicians like nurses and mental health professionals on YouTube that talk about neurotypical behaviors and talk about mental health disorders, but I haven't seen people um, that are YouTubers that are on the spectrum of schizophrenia and autism. I know of ADHD because it is quite common, and OCD and all the common mental disorders that we have, but the ones that are very rare and the one that should be talked about to help advocate for this schizophrenia and autism are not talked about. So that's one thing I noticed as a YouTuber that just started off and a schizophrenic YouTuber at that. It is quite surprising that I ended up having both autism and schizophrenia, but it is quite popular or common for mass people with schizophrenia to be autistic, or people with autism to develop schizophrenia later on in life. So I guess that research has opened my eye and has been an eye opener to all of you right there that are listening to me. So um I really appreciate that you people are subscribed to me and that you are watching my videos. I hope that you continue with me on my journey and be with me even as I grow. I hope to see this channel in the future prosperous and at the top of its game, with maybe sponsors to sponsor me and advocates that are going to help the cause of schizophrenia and autism. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe in the comment section, and I'm going to see you on my next video.